Hey, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Yashamai from the JMS Atlantic Camp. Before I get into this message, I want to start off by giving all praises, all glory, and all honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakak, Badrash, and I want to send double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. This is going to be a short in-transit message, going back and revisiting reincarnation. Now, the reason that I'm visiting this here is, as I go through my day, I deal with a lot of people, and so I get an opportunity to see every different facet of the world's thoughts, which is kind of it's kind of interesting to see what people are thinking, because once you come into the truth, you understand that this world has to end. That's just the movie has been written, and we're just playing the roles. And so we understand that this world has to end. So when we see things happening, we understand why. So when I go through my day, I see different facets of people, and I can see how where they're at. How are they navigating things as the world happens. As this world ends. And so one thing today that I overheard was, hmm, Shalaki. One thing today that I overheard today was talking about these women, at this front desk. I come in and they were talking. I know that they were talking about reincarnation because they were comparing themselves to the Buddhists. You know, I caught the tail end of it. Something along the lines of, "Well, I'm not coming back as no fish." Like some smart aleck way. Anyway, so that's the reason for the message. So first and foremost, oh, wrong scripture. Romans 14 and 12. So then every one of us shall give account of himself to the Most High. And this is true. You see, but the Christians apply the scripture only unto the end times. Oh, when white Jesus comes back, everyone shall bow. They can understand some of the scripture, but you know what? We give account to every idle word spoken and everything done, even now. The lot that we have now, what you're living now, what you're going through right now, could be because of what you've done in your past time. And now you're giving the account. See, reincarnation is a real thing. So, what is Paul talking about here? So then every one of us shall give account of himself to the Most High. Yeah, he's talking about the end times, but also, you know, first I'll say this: we believe, we, when I say we, I'm talking about the Hebrew Israelites believe that this is the end and that this is the last generation. But for argument's sake, let's say we had another 5 or 10 generations left. Well, we believe well, no, Scripture says that when you die, that your spirit returns into the spirit world, and we're going to get that. Matter of fact, let's go to and get it. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. It says, "Then shall the dust return to earth as it was," because what happens when you die? They bury you, right? We were made out of the dust, right? So the dust returns to the earth, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. So when you die, your flesh goes into the ground. But then your spirit, because again, according to the law of conservation of energy, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So what happens? Your spirit, which is an energy, goes to the Most High, and that's what Paul is referencing here. Paul specifically talking about the end times in this chapter here, but also when we die, again, assuming that we have another 5 generations, when you die, your body goes down onto the ground, and your spirit goes to the Most High. That's what Paul is talking about. See, Paul didn't just make these things up, man. See, Paul knew the scriptures, man, and so when Paul quote, when we read Romans 14 and 12, Paul was talking about Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. He knew our history, man. So this is what he's talking about too, Because we have to remember everything that's going on, man. The Most High, you cannot get away from the Most High. Galatians 6 and 7. The Most High is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sows, that he shall reap. So Numbers 14:18. The Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. So if you do something now, and again, assuming we have five more generations, if you do something now, the Most High is waiting for His give back. You will be judged. We just had that attack happen in New Orleans. Those are spirits sent. The Most High creates good and He creates evil. And then the book of Sirach says that there are some spirits created for vengeance. So those victims out there partying, they got their judgment for all you know. Nothing happens by accident. The book of Amos says, shall a trumpet be blown and the Most High doesn't know? So basically, shall judgment be sent out that hasn't been sent by the Most High? The Most High is in control over everything. But Christians only want to apply this for blessings. See, when Christians get something good to them, what do they say? Oh, praise Jesus, praise Jesus. Well, yeah, possibly, but you know what? Scripture says that He creates good and evil. So if you can understand that when something good happens is from the Most High is telling you, hey, I create evil too, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my get back. This is what Numbers 14 says. I'm waiting for my get back. You might think that you didn't pay for something here, but I've got you on your third and fourth generation. Just like if you do something good, you will be repaid for it. Well, apply the same formula here. If you do something bad, you will pay for it. So then one has to ask, when do you pay for it? Well, this is when you pay for it. Ecclesiastes 3:16. This solidifies reincarnation. Moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. Now, what's under the sun? The earth. Our judgment, we live out our judgment in the earth through our third and fourth generations, like we just read in the book of Numbers. That wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. See, you don't go up to heaven in sin, and then, like, I don't even know what these Christians believe nowadays because their doctrine changes consistently. But Scripture tells us this. Scripture says this. Yeah, like, let's just put it all together, okay? Paul says we have to give account to everything, okay? And what's Paul talking about? Paul's quoting. Paul's talking about the end times, but he's referencing Ecclesiastes 12:7 because he was a scribe. He understood the law. He understood our history. So Paul had Ecclesiastes 12:7 in mind. When we die, our spirit goes up. That's when you give the account. And so the account of what? Then you can link that up with Numbers 14 because whatever you've done, when it's time to give account, you get sent back down into the earth, and you have to live out. And that's how you link up Ecclesiastes 3:16, man. So reincarnation is a thing, man. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. There aren't billions and billions and billions of souls. No, man. Yeah, you can link that up with Revelation. Again, this is an in transit, but Scripture says every eye shall see him, even those that pierced him. Because the same Roman soldiers that pierced Yahweh when he was on the cross are going to be alive when he returns. And those spirits are going to see him. So, hopefully this lesson was edifying. And until the next one, I say shalom.